Go.
Hello, and welcome back to the Incognito Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about, multiple subjects. Well, basically two. But we're going to be talking about, Marvel Comics, or Disney affecting Marvel Comics. And also we're going to be talking about, basically YouTube. But let's start off with the one that I'm more interested in. So this is basically a big hypothesis or something. So basically, Marvel owns Disney, or Disney owns Marvel in some sort of way. And, I think, don't they own, what do they own? Don't they own,
They own LucasArts, which used to own Star Wars, so they own Star Wars now. They own the entirety of the MCU. And they own Fox.
Yeah. And so we can do... Oh, wait, what am I talking about? My guess is that Disney is trying to become a monopoly. I know it's illegal, but, that's just my guess. Because, basically, Disney owns most of the stuff on TV.
They do a bunch of, sitcoms every other month.
Yeah.
On the Disney Channel. There's, Livin' Maddie, Sunny with a Chance, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Sunny with a Chance is a really old show, but it was good.
Yeah. But now I think it's just becoming a monopoly is what they're trying to do. And I think I remember them having a couple of lawsuits saying just because of that. Just having a lawsuits of, because they're becoming a monopoly.
I mean, them owning multiple intellectual properties doesn't necessarily make them a monopoly.
Yeah, but I mean, just them... I'm just saying, over the time, I'm afraid that they might, infect, Marvel Comics. I can consider this, so Marvel is the host, and Disney is a parasite. It basically kind of infects Disney, or Marvel, I mean. Still gets me confused. But... yeah, I just imagine it all being the Goofy's a superhero and Minnie Mouse is a I don't know.
I mean, literally one of the things they did was a Phineas and Ferb Avengers crossover movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's infecting it. But although I think just Marvel's yeah, sure, why not? But I'm afraid that they're gonna infect it and just being they're gonna either take away all the Marvel superheroes,
Yeah.
and just put in just Disney or not Disney, Disney characters, or basically
I mean, even if they do take over the comics, they're still gonna keep those original characters. They might add new ones, but they still have the original Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Spider-Man, Thor, Black Widow, all those superheroes and stuff. Those are all still going to be there. They might make new Disney-related characters or cross over Disney stuff with Marvel stuff, but I don't think they would completely scrap the entire comic universe because, one, that would make a lot of comic fans very angry.
Oh, yeah.
And, just basically the entire internet and world as a whole would be what the heck are you doing?
Yeah, that's true. So I guess that's not really a thing, but I mean, you always have to have that chance of it might happen. Just think of, the net neutrality thing. Everybody's please, don't do this, and they're well, we did it.
Yeah. But it's but we're gonna do it anyway because it makes us the most money.
Yeah.
But it's that would also be really bad for them from a business standpoint because these are all very profitable characters. Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America, Thor, these are all name characters. These are all characters that everybody in the United States has at least heard of once.
Or people just around the world, I think.
Yeah, so if they got rid of these characters, they're basically just throwing piles and piles of money into a fire.
Yeah, that's true. But it still just kind of makes you think, what would happen if that would be that? But, yeah. So...
it's not like Marvel has killed off many of their own characters anyway. Spider-Man has died in, too many comics. Punisher has killed the Marvel Universe. Deadpool killed the Marvel Universe.
Twice.
Wolverine killed the Marvel Universe. Thanos got rid of half of it.
Yeah, I think just like Stanley or whoever made the comics is just like, I wonder what happens if our beloved Marvel characters become Hitler and just made a mass genocide.
Yeah, it's just like one time Iron Man got the Infinity Gauntlet and he was like, I could make the world a paradise. I could make sure that there's no pain, no suffering, but then nobody would learn. So he just takes off the gauntlet and throws it away.
Yeah. I was just wondering, like, I think it's just so funny how they, like, use that kind of stuff, as in how they use, basically become Hitler.
Yeah, it's like, it's an interesting storyline to just to think about how characters would react if some malevolent being deleted half the universe,
Just Control-Alt-Delete.
Yeah, it's just like
just goes into Task Manager and just deletes, like,
and just like
Marvel Universe.
It's
delete.
just like Marvel Universe.exe end task.
Yeah, just imagine Thanos being like, oh, whoops.
Oops, we're gonna have to put a bleep on that one.
Alright, so just imagine him being like, going over there being like, oh man, my computer's not running. Just Control-Alt-Delete.
Yeah, restart universe. It's just like
another rebirth.
Yeah, I mean, like, DC Comics did their first major reboot, and the way they did it were just like, what if we have some unstoppable force that not even anybody can stop? It's like, it's not named, it's not shown, but it's destroying the multiverse.
Yeah.
And it's eventually going to get to the Earth that every hero is in, and eventually it just does, and boom, the entire universe is deleted. But then it just the Big Bang happens again, and the entire universe is rebirthed.
Yeah. I realized that I went from taking Disney and Marvel, or taking, Disney affecting Marvel, to just geeking about Marvel.
Yeah. I mean, like, can't talk about Marvel Comics without us geeking out a little bit.
Yeah. So, if you're watching this, it's because we're nerds.
Yeah. Don't worry, he's a big nerd, too.
Yeah, I mean. But, yeah, that is true. So, YouTube. We should be talking about YouTube because YouTube's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
First of all, I think, didn't they, endorse Article 13 in the EU?
I don't know. I would have to look that up. I'm going to see about that.
Yeah, well, my guess that they did, because I saw this on Twitter saying, we endorse Article 13 because they're making some half, BS excuse to say, we're doing it because it'll give us more money. Or something like that.
Well, YouTube's been very stingy about copyright lately.
Yeah, that's true.
Google warns its new site could shut down in Europe if the link tax happens.
Alright.
Let's see. YouTube, actually, she calls the copyright regulation that the YouTube CEO, she calls it financially impossible.
So she doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't think Article 13 is that great. I'm not sure how true that article is. I literally just pulled it up. But if that's true, it seems that the YouTube CEO does not endorse Article 13.
Well, that's at least one thing good about that. But yeah, so Article 13 in the EU. Yeah, if you don't know what it is, it's basically where in the EU, or isn't the EU like the United Kingdom?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, it's the European Union.
Yeah, but basically the Europe Union basically is saying we're gonna ban all copyrighted material. And
Well, they're not gonna ban it. They're basically just gonna kind of tax it almost.
Yeah, but it's like
if you want to use copyrighted materials in your YouTube video, for example, let's say you want to upload a Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video.
Yeah.
If you're really sick 27 kill streak that you just got. But the thing is, you're in Europe and you just uploaded it and they're like, whoops, this video contains copyrighted content, so we're just going to go ahead and delete it.
Yeah. And I think that is just I think just like what Susan Wazowski is right, it's financially impossible. I mean, it's just think about it, like, if you make...
Yeah, this could, like, a lot of Let's Players are worried about Article 13 because their entire channels could get shut down because their entire channels are based off of copyrighted, unoriginal content. And I'm not saying what they make is, like, unoriginal. I'm just saying they make videos based on of other things that other people have made.
Yeah, and I just imagine, like, some guy from the EU, which isn't, like, I'm just making sure that this is right, but, like, the EU is, like, UK, France, etc., etc., etc.
England wants to leave the EU right now. That's what Brexit is all about. British exit. They're trying to leave the EU. That Brexit started somewhere around, I think it was 2014 or 2015.
Yeah, I heard that. But I just imagine like somebody, like some British YouTuber going up, and I'm not gonna do a British accent. No.
Like, oi mate.
Yeah,
that's Australian, but.
But yeah, he'd just be like, all right, so it's time to record another video. It's like, what should I do? Ooh, we could do Black Ops. All right, and then he like comes up with like his intro, being like, "Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we're gonna be learning about, today we're gonna be making a Let's Play of Black Ops 4. Now this is a really popular game, and it just shuts down.
Yeah, it's just like." It's like, this video is not available in your country.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, if the EU copyright law happens, like, Let's Players could be in jeopardy. Unless they can somehow file their Let's Plays under parody, they would actually be protected. Because a lot of people were worried that the copyright law was going to ban memes.
Yeah, that was the main kicker of everything. Just like,
but
you know,
really not so much on the whole memes thing, because memes are a form of parody, and parody is protected under the copyright law. So memes are pretty much safe. Even if it does use copyrighted materials, it still files under parody, so it's good. Yeah,
that was the main kicker when they just started. It's like, oh my god, they're gonna ban memes! No!
Yeah.
You know, something like
that.
You
know, rest in peace, EU memers are gonna have to make memes on the dark web now.
Yeah, and I think that, like, PewDiePie just said something, like, along the lines of, like, let's make EU a meme, you know? So then they get banned.
So then he's just like, meme review.
Yeah, but anyway, I just went totally off topic. Basically, so what my main topic was is that what parents think of YouTube is versus what it really is. Now, what YouTube is to, like, the younger generation, which is, I really hate saying that because it makes me sound like all self-conscious, or not self-conscious, but, you know, like I'm looking down on you, being like, well, our younger generation, or basically like a parent, basically. But what ours is, basically, YouTube is not like a vlogger. Hey, look at me, I'm in the Suicide Forest. Hey, look at that dead body.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's more like, hey, welcome to my Let's Play, or, you know, something like that.
And that's just Logan Paul being stupid.
Yeah, no, that is not him being stupid. That's just him being him.
Yeah.
But
like, he is the embodiment of idiocracy.
Yeah, and like, to us, it's just like somewhere you can watch videos of games, somewhere you can watch videos of just anything.
You can watch a video of a guy filling a bathtub with M&Ms and then swimming in it for 5 minutes. You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
You can watch a video of an Asian man fill a bathtub with ramen and call it human ramen.
There is one that I don't think is really parent or like school friendly.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, you can look up anything on here.
Yeah.
But it's gonna definitely be demonetized. But yeah, you can watch a lot of stuff, and it's not like YouTubers are just heartless people. Otherwise, you know, the whole entire, like, I think millennial kind of, like, thing is just heartless people. Yeah. Because they all want to be YouTubers. Some of them are pretty good YouTubers. So And so, I think it's more like they're mad over, I think, like, media is mad over how the media is mad over the reason how these guys just dropped out of college and they had to go through college, get their degree, maybe get their PhD, and then go to and make, like, news about something, just make news about work at a desk job, make news, and get barely any money.
Yeah. They're like, the media, I think they had this, like, mini crusade against YouTubers and stuff. It's like, I remember on this show, they had PewDiePie's face, like, up on something, and they were like, F you, PewDiePie. I don't remember the context behind it, but it was funny.
Yeah.
But, like, also, PewDiePie was on Conan once, and they tried, like, Conan was going in for the fist bump. PewDiePie was going for the high five.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then this happens.
And if you don't know, this guy just hates, like, the missed high five fist bump. Because, like, if you do a fist bump and this guy's looking for a high five, he just goes, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They just kind of, he just grabs his fist and then they just kind of shake, and then that just happens.
Yeah.
And people keep sending him in that clip, and he's just like, stop sending me this.
Yeah,
I know it happened, and it was really awkward, and I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, but yeah, what YouTubers are is just, think of it as a job, because that's basically what it is. It's a job.
Like, the only ones who can really continue making money off of YouTube anymore is the people who got it big from the start. Like, PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, those people can consistently still make money, except maybe PewDiePie, because YouTube doesn't care about him anymore.
Yeah, that's true, but
like,
you gotta
Markiplier,
yeah, you're right.
He's been pretty lax. When the ad-pocalypse happened and, like, a bunch of ads were getting taken off YouTube.
Yeah, there was that. And,
because your video is not advertiser-friendly.
Yeah, and I think, like, the guys are still holding on to hope. But, it's not really going to happen. But yeah, when YouTube is basically like a job, this is more for, like, just for parents. Because people think that YouTubers are just people who live in their mom's basement, playing video games, getting lots of money. And, et cetera, et cetera. And some of it's true. Like, some YouTubers do that, but most of them they have enough money to go out and get a house, get a job.
I remember when I was, like, a little kid, and I was like, I want to be the next PewDiePie.
Yeah.
I want to make lots of money like him.
Yeah.
But, like, then I, as I grew up, I kind of realized that's not what really being a YouTuber is all about.
Yeah.
It's just kind of, like, creatively expressing yourself in a way that you think is fun and good to do. Because, like a lot of people became YouTubers not because there's money in it. That might have been part of the reason. But they do it because they love it, because they think it's fun, and it makes them happy.
Yeah.
And that's why you can see some YouTubers kind of jumping ship because they don't think it's fun anymore. They've been doing YouTube for like 5 years, and it's just like, I can't keep doing this anymore.
Yeah, most of them calls it burnout.
It's just because PewDiePie doesn't even play games anymore, and he was like the OG gaming channel. He like literally popularized Let's Plays.
Yeah, he made so basically what he's talking about is what YouTubers call burnout, which is basically the YouTube algorithm, which is the thing that makes YouTube. It basically says you have to keep on making videos consistently for for most of the time. And if you do that, you gotta think, if you keep on making videos and putting all your energy into it and being like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, welcome to my Let's Play, They're gonna be like...
some YouTubers who used to make like 2 videos a day now only make 1 video a week.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it's like... You gotta think, these guys are just like...
It's just like, we're tired. We don't want to do this anymore.
And some people,
like some YouTubers, when Minecraft was at the height of its popularity, they used to be Minecraft YouTuber extraordinaire. Everybody wanted to be the next big Minecraft YouTuber.
yeah.
Dan TDM, he got really big doing Minecraft. Now he just completely ditched it. He doesn't I'm pretty sure he doesn't even upload it anymore.
Yeah,
it's just
true.
like they're just kind of forced to move on with like as Minecraft's popularity
decreased.
Yeah. They were forced to kind of adapt or die.
Yeah, and I haven't watched that much of him, but like he was like, if I was gonna say family friendly, I would say this guy is probably the best you can get.
Yeah, but I feel like it's super forced. Like he's forcing himself to be family friendly, so his videos don't get their ads taken away.
Yeah, that is true.
Like the reason he makes so much money is because he can get a lot of ads, because he's basically kind of exploiting the algorithm by being family friendly.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, YouTube is more like, I think, Mad Max in sort of weight. It's all for yourself.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's every man for himself, really.
Yeah.
So if you're on top of your game and you're making tons of money a month from your YouTube videos, and more power to you. You figured out the system.
But if you exploit it, then good job. I mean, as long as you're not filming dead bodies or
like there's literally an entire conspiracy around YouTube. Like I think around last year and some maybe early this year, you might have gotten some videos in your suggested box or your recommended list that were centered around Spider-Man and Elsa and a bunch of characters.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Those videos.
Should we tell them what it is?
It's not really anything bad. It's not what people thought it was.
Well, I mean, some of it is.
Some of it was I need a little FBI on that one, boys.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird. And I think it was called, Elsagate.
Yeah, there's an entire conspiracy around it, and the conspiracy theorists were actually kind of right. But, but all it really turned out was a bunch of people were exploiting YouTube's algorithm and their bots in order to make tons of cash from kid-friendly content.
Yeah.
As you can see, the titles of the video contain copyrighted popular characters like Spider-Man, Elsa, whatever. A bunch of tags, kid-friendly, slime, bouncy balls or whatever. A bunch of dumb stuff kids watch and gets put on trending.
Yeah.
They were exploiting these tags because the bots, they read these, they see these words, and they associate it with this kid-friendly content.
Good thing, et cetera, yeah.
And YouTube Kids was flooded with this stuff.
Yeah, and it was, oh my god, it was.
And some of these videos got 86 million views. It was insane.
And the content, if people are looking, the content was just, it was just so weird.
Yeah, if you actually went and watched one of these videos, you're like, this is awful. This is
not
disgusting.
only that, but some of it was just blatant, not family friendly whatsoever. I mean, but it was so weird. It was saying this must be good because Spider-Man, Elsa, and so but you just see these people just doing some really freaky stuff.
Yeah, well, anyway, we're at the 23-minute mark with this episode, so I think we need to cut it here.
All right.
This was the Incognito Podcast, and we will see you in the next episode. Go. So, my name's Anthony Guin, and welcome to the Incognito Podcast. Here I have my partner, Calder, and
What's
today, excuse me, I will be talking about video games and how they're used in training soldiers. So, some military training areas, I forget what they're called, boot camp or whatever, people that play video games seemingly actually do better in the military. The reaction times are improved. First person shooters especially, those are kind of what they look for a bit. So I have this article open here. It's just first-person shooters have become increasingly popular among the military. And in these games, players are positioned behind a gun. Their task, aim at the enemy, shoot the enemy.
Yeah, aim, shoot, kill.
Yeah. it's like it's kind of turned a generation of kids into digital warriors. They're just like, yeah, man,
yeah, and
28 kill streak.
Yeah, and I just imagine like their their mom being like, son, get off those video games. You're gonna rot your brain. He's like, yeah, but I'm also gonna be a good military person.
Yeah, but turns out he's just a fat neckbeard who can barely stand up on his own.
Yeah, but I just imagine like being like, oh, why did I have kids?
Yeah, it's just like, well, why did I choose this?
Yeah.
But like, I can just like imagine some soldier in Afghanistan, and he like throws a grenade, and he's just like, oh yeah, triple kill, dude.
Yeah, I just imagine
like some
that.
dumb stuff like that.
Yeah. But I think I can imagine how that happens, because our kind of generation is based around video games, and basically violent ones. You know, like the whole. I'm not gonna go through the whole debacle of, oh, video games are bad for you. Well, there's always pros and cons about it, but basically they help you figure out how to use a gun and shoot people. I mean, yeah, that'd be good for the military.
Yeah, so like. In the military, they want soldiers to stay in the mind of a soldier even when they're not on duty. And like playing first-person high-paced action shooters is a good way to do this. Because like you're still kind of in the mind of a soldier. You're still like thinking like a soldier in the game. So it's a good way to train their minds to be a soldier even if they're not on duty.
Yeah, and I just imagine like... So what would you think would be like video games? Like, would you think that the video games would be like custom made, like just custom made? I mean, video games, or do you think it's gonna be like Black Ops 4, 3, you know, etc.
If you're looking for realism, I would say Arma would probably be the best for if you're looking for realism military simulator.
Yeah, but I mean, like, would you think that it would be like programmers are making a video game just specifically for that, or do you think it's going to be like retail games like Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3, etc., etc.?
Like I don't think the military themselves provides these video games because soldiers have like a bunch of other duties they're supposed to be doing. They don't have like a room where they sit a bunch of soldiers down and they're like, I want a 38 kill streak, maggots, or you're out of my building.
Yeah. I just imagine like them being like the general is like, hey general, can I have some Doritos? And he's like,
it's like, but I need my gamer fuel. I can't play right without my Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I just imagine that, like, just being the generals being like, it's gonna help.
Better soldier.
Fine.
You're a better soldier.
Yeah, fine. All right, I'll go get you then. All right.
So, like, apparently game preferences varied among the soldiers interviewed. So these titles included Ghost Recon, Advanced Warfighter 2, and Arma 2. See, Arma. I was telling you, Arma is probably the most realistic you can get when it comes to military simulators. There's actually a game coming out pretty soon called Ready or Not, and it's supposed to be like an ultra-realistic SWAT simulator.
Oh, dang.
So there's games like, there's SWAT 4, that's the one I know the most. It's where you can like put a drone under a door to scan a room to see if there's any hostiles in there.
Yeah,
you can put door breaches on there. And then you can just be like, FBI, open up.
Yeah, and I just imagine, like, maybe even, I mean, in some sort of ways it could be, like, I think Rainbow Six could be one.
Well, Rainbow Six is kind of more like Call of Duty than an actual SWAT simulator.
Yeah.
SWAT 4 actually tries to be realistic.
Yeah.
And it's like you're encouraged not to kill the people that are trying, like the bad gangsters or whatever.
Yeah, and I just imagine
infiltrating. You're encouraged not to kill them unless you absolutely have to.
Yeah, and I just imagine like them being like some gamer just being like wants to be a smart, you know, not family friendly, but like.
I mean, if you want to be an American cop, yeah, you would shoot the civilians that run out.
But yeah, I just imagine like them being like, he aims for the gangster and he slowly goes to the civilian and shoots
well, like,
them.
first you have to aim your gun at them, and then you yell out, drop the weapon, and if they don't drop the weapon, then you're authorized to shoot, or if they're shooting at you, then you shoot them.
Yeah,
But if they put their hands up, they drop their gun, they get on their knees, you zip tie them, and then you just kind of leave them on the floor for the specialist to come in and arrest them or whatever.
Yeah, and I just imagine like them slowly turning towards them and be like, I'm gonna break the system, and he just shoots them, and he's just like, and like this, like the general's being like, you're not supposed to shoot the civilians. What is wrong with you?
It's like, how about we save time by just killing them? We don't need to save them.
just like Hitler SWAT.
So apparently an Iraq war veteran described Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare as the ultimate first-person shooter experience. And I disagree. While those are both really good games, realism is not their strong suit.
Yeah.
Because like in Call of Duty, when you aim, you literally like put the sight into your eyeball. And that's not how guns work. You have to be kind of like a ways away from the sight, so when you shoot it, you don't put your eye out with the recoil.
Oh, yeah, that would be right. But yeah, I imagine that would be right. And I think that the military is just having a lot of like changes, basically. We're having a lot of changes, and they're relaxing the rules on weed because the programmers who do that are just wanting to smoke a sick blunt and just doing then hack.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just imagine that. I just imagine the general coming in and be like, "All right, Magus, I want you to hack Syria." And it's like, alright, man, you just need to chill, man. I got it. Just chill.
On to our kind of a second topic, the FBI and marijuana hackers. So, the marijuana, not the marijuana institution. No, the FBI kind of had trouble finding and hiring hackers because so many of them smoked weed. So it's like, hey boss, we need some new hackers on our team, but they all smoke weed. We can't hire them.
Well, most of them smoke weed, but not a lot.
Yeah.
But
eventually the FBI kind of went a little easier. They're like, okay, as long as you don't do it in the workplace.
Yeah.
We'll just pretend it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Because we need, some of these hackers are top tier stuff.
Yeah.
They can crack just about anything. And, we need these people.
Yeah, that's true. And I just imagine, because, weed makes you, very kind of, chill and stuff. Makes you slow or not, I don't think, what does it make you slow? Because, usually when you think of chill, you think it's slow and stuff.
People have different reactions to marijuana. Some people get extremely paranoid and they start freaking out if they smoke it. Some people mellow out and they get chill. They're just indeed.
Yeah. But yeah, I just imagine the intern coming in just being like, I just can't wait for I am so glad that I'm in this place. I always wanted to be this whenever I was a little kid. And you just see a whole bunch of programmers smoking weed and just being it's what the heck is going on here? And he's like, just and then the general's like, just don't ask. It'll be better if you just don't ask.
Yeah. But it just seems kind of silly how the FBI has trouble finding hackers because so many of them smoke marijuana. It's just the previous FBI director actually released a statement about that. He's just we would have more hackers, but so many of them be smoking that devil's lettuce, and we just can't have that.
Devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I just imagine how bad that would be. Because, it would be good because you said this was right. These guys are, the most important people. But, it's kind of weird how, they think, those people, the only way how you can do it is for them to smoke marijuana. Which is really dumb. But, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Gotta get the best in the country, you gotta let them smoke weed.
But back to the topic of military and video games and stuff, I guess the most important note about that one is video games don't prepare you for killing an actual person.
Yeah, you have to get that on your own.
Yeah. So it's like when these guys who get like put out on the field and they actually kill their first person, they're like, holy crap, I just took a human life out of this world. And then they have like 3 consecutive mental breakdowns.
Yeah. I mean, you could. I mean, there is ways, but it's kind of sick.
Or it's also like the military kind of looks for sociopaths who don't really have a lot of emotion because they need people like that. They need people who can kill without thinking and people who don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, and I just imagine. Well, I mean, just hire Logan Paul.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, and I just imagine him shooting it, going like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna shoot this guy in the headshot, bro." I just imagine like the general being like, "This guy is a sociopath. We gotta let him do it."
But the idea of like training through video games, I feel like that could really backfire.
Yeah, it could really backfire.
Yeah, because it's like, oh no, wait, I have to kill actual people.
Yeah, and that does make sense. Like if you were gonna be making video games where you're
like,
shooting,
it's not really training. It's just like
playing video games.
Yeah, it might just like maybe get people into the military, but you'd have to be pretty dumb to buy it if you think that you're actually being trained by playing a video game.
Yeah.
Anyway, this episode has hit the 15-minute mark, and that's what we need. So you can do our outro if you want.
Well, that's it for the Incognito Podcast, and we'll see you later.